everyone. So I have another 4 pages to make for my This Is Me project. These ones are going to be happy, my guilty pleasure, which is my energy drink. I've drank it for so many years. It's just my one guilty pleasure. And then upset, and then family. And I have this line here because I am gonna cut it. So I'm just gonna do these 4 and see what I come up with as far as how I'm going to bring them together. So I know this one's gonna use some washi. This one's probably gonna be monochromatic with lots of pinks. And then upset will probably be some darker colors, obviously. And then family, I might do some rainbow. So that is my plan for these 4 pages, and I hope you guys are enjoying this series and seeing me put these pages together. All right, I'm gonna switch to voiceover, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, you can see I've already kind of tested my idea for the washi strip. So I'm gonna put those washi strips down in kind of a sun pattern, and then I'll leave a little bit of room for some journaling. And the quote is one of those free quotes that Morgan Harper Nicholas does every day, and you can screenshot it and then save it. So that's what I decided to use. And I just love this bright, fun, colorful spread that I came up with. I am going to use a little bit of circles to add to that theme of a sun, and I'm going to get out a circle punch and then a scallop circle punch, and I'm just I matched the shades of yellow and a little bit of orange as best as I can, and I'm going to stamp some phrases on a few of them. I was going to add my journaling lines with a yellow pen, but my yellow pen didn't work, so I went with a neutral tan, and I just added a ton of different lines. And I went with things that are kind of making me happy now, and then overall things that are making me happy, and I just went with things that popped into my head right away. I'm gonna cut out the 14. I tried to stamp it and I didn't like it, so I'm gonna stamp it on some paper and then I will fussy cut it out. And this number set I found, I completely forgot in my stash. It's from Citrus Twist. So I used a new set of numbers and I really like them. They're chunky, and there's a couple different varieties on that stamp set. On that circle, I'm stamping This Made Me Smile, and then I will punch that out. On the scallop one, I just did some repeat stamping, and it just says thankful for this. And then I'll do another small circle that's orange that says simple everyday joys. And then on the scallop circle, I tried to stamp the good, and it did not turn out. So I just stamped it on the paper, and then I will cut that out. And I actually like that better because it gives another point of emphasis for the visual triangle from the 14 up to the good. So it actually worked out. I'll also add happy and some arrows. And I did the title going from the last letter out, so that way I knew it would touch the 14. And then I'll add the arrow, and then I'm going to move on to the monochromatic pink one. First, I'm going to cut off the little edge that I have, and then erase my markings, and then I'll get started on stamping. And then I'm going to pick out some stamps that I think kind of coordinate. Like I've said before in other videos, that's one of the reasons that I love this project so much, is just having fun kind of figuring out what stamps fit the different prompt. And for me, I just thought of the splotches. I don't know why, but I thought of the splotches on the Markup set, and I'm going to get those out in just a minute. I decided instead of trying to stamp out guilty pleasure, I was just going to write it out with a pen that matched. That's a lot quicker and faster. And then I'll use the same font from Happy for the Go Girl title. And it's the Snickerdoodle alphabet stamp from Everyday Explorers. So over to the side is where I'm going to put my splotches. I want to say splotches, but they're not necessarily splotches. Splatters and little lines, basically. They're from the Markup Everyday Explorer stamp set, and I'm just doing several of those on the left-hand side and the right-hand side. So, and then I have to cover up the left-hand side so I don't mark the happy page. And I'm just adding various shades of pink, and I really like how those came out. Also stamped treating myself in some light pink ink. And then I'm going to add another stamp prompt that says this gives me energy. And then I'm going to add some arrows. And I'm just having a lot of fun mixing the different pinks together. And I love it. I love how it came together. So these pages are all done. And now I'm going to move on to the next one, which is 16 and 17. And since 16 was kind of sad, I decided instead of doing family, I'm going to go ahead and do fall. I don't know. For some reason, I didn't want sad to be next to family. So I'm going to do sad and then fall right next to it. And 16, it's just, you guys, one of the things that still makes me really upset is watching Lizzie Karchner's Instagram stories. So that's kind of what I'm going to talk about when I do my journaling off camera. As I'm sure many of you know, she lost her husband, Colin Karchner, in October. And it's just still, it's gut-wrenching what happened and heartbreaking. So I just kind of took a picture of myself because I knew I would have to do this prompt at some point. And it worked. I don't know. It felt weird to take a picture of me crying, but I wanted to have some sort of picture. So that's what I got, and I stamped my heart hurts lots of messy ways, and then I had you've got to be kidding me, and I didn't want it to get lost in that messy stamping, so I matted it on some gray cardstock. And at the bottom I did some more messy stamping with appreciate the little things and then focus on the good. And then I'm going to, like I said, journal off camera about that. 17 is going to be season. It's fall. Fall is my favorite season. I love it. I do lots of bike rides in the fall, and I just love the leaves. I just love it all. Everything about fall, I love it. So I'm getting out the Fall is Magic Everyday Explorer stamp set, and I stamped 2 larger stamps that says feels like fall, and then one with all the leaves that says all the colors. And I may color in the leaves off camera just to add a little more color. I am also mixing in the Thankful 30 Feed Your Craft stamp set, and that's what I just did with a half circle of red filled with gratitude, and this is my favorite, and I'm going to put that down at the 17. And I'm also going to add appreciate the little things to this page as well, so it kind of ties in both pages. That way there's something that's the same on both pages. I'm going to add in a leaf as well from the Feed Your Craft stamp set, and I'm going to use the Snickerdoodle stamp set again to stamp out season, and then I'm going to do fall in a few different colors. But first I had to figure out my colon, and I used the exclamation point to make my colon. And then I made my fall kind of look like it's falling down. And there you go. There is my spreads, all 4 of them, and I hope once again you guys enjoyed seeing another process video for my This Is Me. I would love a thumbs up or a subscribe if you are new to my channel. Thanks so much. Bye.